When I see something about us, I react to it. Now, I found this video about Geovax. Shout out to you. Put a link in the description to his channel, so you can watch this. I simulated the US Battle Royale. Cool, I like it. I really like the fact about the US Battle Royale. And that's how California is, because I live in California.
A U.S. state battle royale where I put all 50 states plus DC and Puerto Rico against each other in an all-out
Puerto Rico, dude.
one remain. The state picked by the wheel will randomly attack one of its neighbors and either win and annex them or lose and be annexed. Annexed states will also have the chance to rebel at random points in the video. And let's just say the results were interesting. Our first state attacking is Texas. Alright,
Texas is already big enough. I don't think they should go again. That's the thing. If you guys are from Texas, good job. You have a big population. I do not live in Texas. I have never been to Texas, but I know there's a lot of tornadoes. And if you're from Texas, comment down below if there is a lot of tornadoes. If I'm wrong, just tell me on that, okay? Anyways, continue on.
Cowboys are making a move right off the bat, and they'll be attacking New Mexico. All right, seems like
New Mexico. Why New Mexico? Why New Mexico?
Texas is trying to get back its old Western claims. Let's find out if that'll work out for them. Oh, narrowly. They've narrowly won.
That is so close, bro.
They're Texas, but they do take New Mexico. And there we go. New Mexico is gone. The state we have next is gonna be Maine. Yes, they have a lot of choices of neighbors to attack. Man, I wonder which state they're gonna attack. No, wait, New Hampshire? Who could have seen this coming? Alright, but are they gonna pull out the win, though? No, they are not. Now New Hampshire's just consolidated a map.
Maine? I don't think Maine is big. Am I wrong? Is Maine one of the... No, it's not one of the biggest. I feel like that's around... I don't know. I'm not good at geography. But if I look at the map again, pretty sure is Texas one of the biggest? I don't know.
Portion of the Northeast, but who knows? Maybe Maine will rebel later in the video. Now it's time for Wyoming to attack, and they'll be going after Nebraska. Yeah, this isn't.
Now Nebraska for some reason was in the FNAF movie. I don't know why. It's just another thing, but yeah.
I was expecting to see, and it seems like Nebraska will actually come on top. The Cornhuskers will now be giving us these beautiful borders. Okay, now we have Iowa going after Minnesota. Okay, apparently the Midwest is very active. Unfortunately, though, this attack has backfired on Iowa. I like how Texas has been the only state that's won one of these so far. Seems like Minnesota's Viking blood really came in handy for this. Next, it's Wisconsin versus Michigan. Man, we seriously are not leaving the Midwest. I guess Wisconsin's trying to finally get that panhandle, and they'll do it. The rest of Michigan is really just a bonus for them. Now we have the formation of 3 new Midwestern powers. Surely this will turn out fine. Okay, we have New Hampshire.
Imagine Ohioans. If Ohioans, I will never react to your next video again if Ohioans. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing. And I might not make another US video because I'm already planning another video. And if Ohio wins, I'm not gonna post that video. Okay? Just saying.
Again. This time, though, they'll be going against Massachusetts. The fight for New England is really starting to heat up, but unfortunately, New Hampshire is knocked out. I'm pretty sure Massachusetts used to
I really hope California wins.
own Maine anyways, so I guess they're just reclaiming their former land. Okay, Texas is attacking again. Why am I not surprised? And they'll be fighting against Louisiana. Texas is trying to conquer the Gulf Coast, I see. And once again, they will succeed. Texas is really not letting anyone else get a chance. Sorry, Louisiana, but it was over before it even started. started. So far, the map is looking pretty interesting. I am curious when California will make a move, though. Also, we have yet to see any...
I'm agreeing with that, JFAC. I'm agreeing with that too, JFAC. I want California to make a move. Who's he gonna begin? Is he gonna win or is he gonna lose? I hope we win.
action from Florida. You know they're hiding something up their sleeves. But anyways, now it's Pennsylvania going against West Virginia. It's good to know that no matter who wins here, the borders will only get worse. But it seems as if Pennsylvania will be the one to do that. It's even worse than I imagined. Next to attack is Kansas, and they'll be going after Oklahoma. Man, what a shocker. Another war in the Great Plains. But Kansas will not be winning this. Now Oklahoma gets to gain a border with Nebraska. I'm kind of surprised that literally nothing has happened on the West Coast. It's suspiciously peaceful over here. I don't
Yeah,
trust the Mormons. They're
suspiciously.
definitely up to something. Looks like Mississippi will be going on the offensive. Since they border Texas, there could be a conflict about to break out between one of the states bordering Texas. If they defeat them, will gain a ton of land. Looks like Mississippi, looks like Alaska. I'm kind of surprised that literally nothing has happened on the... That literally nothing has happened on the West Coast.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
suspiciously peaceful over here. I don't trust the Mormons. They're definitely up to something. Looks like Mississippi will be going on the offensive. Since they border Texas, there could be a conflict about to break out between the two. And to be honest, any one of the states bordering Texas, if they defeat them, will gain a ton of land. Looks like Mississippi will be going against Arkansas, though, but they narrowly lose. I mean, considering Mississippi's ranking in most statistics, I don't think this is that surprising. I think it's time for our first rebellion, though. And it looks like the first place to be annexed, New Mexico, will...
Why? Why? Why when we say don't want Mexico, Mexico is the first one to come back? Just take Mexico.
be making a comeback. They've overthrown Texan rule and returned to the battle. It's not looking too good for Texas as their empire is already collapsing. With New Mexico back, the next state to attack is Illinois. The conflicts in the Midwest just don't stop, do they? And they'll be going against
Nope.
Minnesota. The battle for the Great Lakes is really
At least
heating
we're,
up. Ooh.
at least we're peaceful. At least we're doing peace, right? Like, also New Jersey's doing peaceful too. Yeah, California's doing peaceful. Yeah, I feel like one of the West ones are gonna win. I have a big feeling on that.
And it looks like Minnesota will be taking this one. They've now taken Chicago and completely isolated a part of Wisconsin. Though this means they have less borders now, so I don't really think they're complaining. Okay, now we have New Jersey fighting Pennsylvania. Now either...
Of course, New Jersey attacks. Of course. Of course, when I say New Jersey hasn't been doing anything, New Jersey attacks. Congratulations, you've been a...
Pennsylvania gains a coastline, or New Jersey inherits the worst borders on the map. And I guess it's gonna be the latter. New Jersey, you've never looked better. Now any state in the Northeast will have to go through New Jersey first if they want to expand to the rest of the country. I also think they can actually rival New York now. So now South Dakota, ooh, is going after North Dakota. Looks like the South is trying to unite the North under one banner. Will they be able to do it though? They will. At long last, we finally know which Dakota is best Dakota. The
Yep.
Midwest is really starting to clean up a lot, but still literally nothing out of the West Coast. Also, Alaska
Yeah.
and Hawaii have not done anything either. Apparently, this side
Nothing
of the map
from
is just
Hawaii.
very peaceful. The same thing also Southeast. We haven't really seen much there either. At this point, I'm just expecting Florida to soon sweep the entire South. For our next state, we have Florida finally making a move. I told you they were cooking up something, and they'll be going against Georgia.
Georgia.
Man versus the Peach State. Let's see who'll win. What do you know? Florida man comes on top. Florida's great expansion over the entire United States has begun. Texas now has competition in the Gulf Coast. Interesting to see if these two ever do get out directly.
Yeah.
No way. No shot,
No.
bro. There is no way. There is
Again?
no way. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Florida man has woken up and he's out for vengeance. Let's find out who will be
Yeah.
Florida man's next victim. Oh my god.
North Carolina.
I see we're trying to make the worst borders possible.
If North
What
Carolina,
a sub.
if North Carolina wins, why would North Carolina win? Tell me. I don't think North Carolina will even win. Doubt it. Doubts.
Florida man wins again. Wow, shocking. Okay. Poor South Carolina, they just got completely surrounded. I believe Florida is now tied with Minnesota and Massachusetts for the most states conquered so far.
Yeah.
Oh, and New Jersey as well. And who will
Why
be
is
attacking next?
we're not doing
Arizona.
anything?
Okay, we finally have a state from the West Coast doing something. And they'll be trying to take down Nevada. So it's gambling versus the surface
Oh no,
of
wait,
the
next
sun.
one's
Let's
gonna
see
be
who'll win.
California.
And
It has a
Arizona
big chance
pulls
of
out
being
on top. Well, now we have the reverse problem that we had at the start of the video, because now everyone is winning.
Arizona
It's
was the
time to
first
bring
one to
another
attack.
state back, though, and it'll be West Virginia. This is a major hit to the New Jerseyan Empire, but a massive W for clean borders. Ooh. Now New York is attacking Connecticut, and will they take it?
Connecticut.
No. Now all
New
of
Jersey.
this
New
territory
Jersey, New
of
Jersey.
Connecticut,
Oh no, it's
somehow
New
the
York.
mighty have fallen. Funny how the Empire State didn't actually survive long enough to make an empire. The next state attacking is Texas
This
again.
attack.
Most of the states haven't even attacked one state yet, and I think Texas is on like its third state now, and they're going to be going after New Mexico for the second time. I guess they're looking to reconquer their rebellious territory. But unfortunately, it will not work out for them. This is a crazy redemption arc for New Mexico. First, they were conquered by Texas, then they rebelled from Texas, and now they're conquering Texas. Their former overlord has fallen, and now they've become one of the largest states on the map. Dream big, New Mexico. Dream big. We're finally getting some Puerto Rico action. But since they don't actually directly border any states, they'll be able to conquer any state on the East Coast. This one's definitely going to be interesting. Oh, looks like Puerto Rico is going after New Jersey. First they lost West Virginia, and now they're getting attacked by Puerto Rico. New Jersey really can't catch a break.
I don't really know any YouTubers that live in New Jersey. And for some reason, New Jersey's getting attacked. First, it took over half of, I forgot the country. I'm pretty sure it's West Virginia. And now, it's getting attacked by this, a place that's not even a state. It looks like they lost, at least. At least they lost.
I stand corrected. Well, I guess the entire island of Puerto Rico is now sovereign New Jerseyan territory. But this is actually pretty bad news for them, because it now means that they can be attacked by any state that has a border on the Atlantic Ocean or the Gulf Coast. Looks like Kentucky will be going after Virginia. I'm pretty sure back in the 1700s,
West
Kentucky
Virginia
was
is
actually
pretty
a part
good.
of Virginia, so this will be interesting to see. Oh, and the Colonel pulls it off. Kentucky now has a glorious coastline from which to expand their empire's influence. Soon, all of America will know the taste of the famous 11 herbs and spices. We have Missouri attacking now
Missouri.
against Minnesota. Let's see how this will turn out. Ooh, this is huge for Minnesota. I believe this makes them the first state to have conquered 3 other states. They, along with Florida and New Mexico, are really killing it. And yet, California has yet to do anything. I mean, to be fair, they are like the world's 6th biggest economy, so they're pretty much chilling with what they have now. Maryland's finally making its first move, and they have it out for West Virginia.
We chillin'. California chillin'. We're gonna win. Ohio's get taken down by Pennsylvania, because it depends. And I can't wait.
Virginia.
I'm making a video, that's why.
Oh, okay, you do you.
Yeah, and I'm putting my mic on because it makes the video better.
Okay.
Because it's a reaction. I'm reacting.
But West Virginia takes the W. Both of our revived have now. Maryland's finally making its first move. And they have it out for West Virginia.
West
But West
Virginia.
Virginia takes the W. Both of our revived states have taken massive W's so far. Speaking of revival, I think it's time for another rebellion. And it looks like Pennsylvania is back.
Told you,
New Jersey just
Pennsylvania's getting
cannot
back
keep
because
itself
of
together. First,
Ohio,
West Virginia
Ohio.
leaves them, and now Pennsylvania rebels as well. If it wasn't for Puerto Rico, they'd literally be back to where they started. Next place attacking is Oklahoma, and they'll be facing off against Arkansas.
That was
It looks like
Oregon.
Arkansas will be winning this one. If it wasn't for Puerto Rico, they'd literally be back to where they started. Next place attacking is Oklahoma, and they'll be facing off against
so close to
Arkansas.
Oregon,
But
though.
it looks like Arkansas will be winning this one. This is a massive expansion for Arkansas, with them both gaining Oklahoma and the former territory of Kansas. They've now made a major incursion into the Great Plains. Looks like we finally have a state on the Pacific coast that is making a move, and they're trying to take down California.
No.
Things are really
We're
starting
gonna
to
hit
heat up
you.
over here. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Oregon's now
No.
dominant on the West Coast, though. Now Alaska is finally doing something, and they're heading straight towards Washington. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense since they're the closest state to them. And they do it. The polar bears have now landed in the lower 48. Speaking of the lower 48, the map's looking...
Oh, imagine. Actually, you like, you know what? If this is actual map and you like live in Oregon now, if you're in California, you just walk up and there's a polar bear attacking you out of nowhere.
bit funky right now. I like how India and Ohio have just been like chilling the entire time. Also, all
Indiana.
4 of these states have really just not done anything. It seems like most of the action has been in the middle of the country. Ooh, now we have Vermont attacking. And it looks like they'll be going after Connecticut. This could be the start of
again.
Ben and Jerry's conquest of the Northeast. And Vermont wins it. And now they're finally getting that coastline. Now it's South Carolina's turn to attack. Well, I mean, they don't really have that many options. But actually, though, they can attack New Jersey because of Puerto Rico. Looks like they'll be facing off against Florida. If this is gonna go the way I think it's gonna, I'm sorry, South Carolina. Of course, Florida man wins again. Looks like Florida claims yet another victim, and they've got a good chunk of the eastern seaboard now. The Big Sky Country, Montana, going against South Dakota. I think they may be trying to take revenge for the North. We'll see, though. We'll see. Never mind. They become yet another state fallen to the hands of South Dakota. Unfortunate. And Hawaii's finally showing up. They can take out either Alaska or Oregon here. Either way, they'll...
I've never been to Hawaii because I never there, but I feel like Hawaii would be a good place to go. But I'm thinking of going to Nevada first. You wanna know what?
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
And Hawaii's finally showing up. They can take out either Alaska or Oregon here. Either way, they'll make a massive gain, assuming they win. They're trying to take down Alaska, its fellow non-lower 48 state, and they will win out. Hawaii has gone from a tiny island to now the largest state on this map. Now it's Utah versus New Mexico. Yes, they do share a border. It's right here. This is gonna be goofy. It doesn't matter who's gonna win this one. It's just gonna look goofy either way. Let's see, Utah or New Mexico. Utah! And this is great. The Mormons take all of New Mexico while barely, just barely, bordering them. That's definitely the most interesting expansion yet. The Northeast has been a little quiet for a while. I haven't seen much action from here. And I don't think we've ever seen any wars from
Watch one of
DC
them
or
attack, watch
Rhode
one of
Island.
them
Alright,
attack.
Kentucky prepares for another assault against the Vikings in Minnesota. Oh, and the mighty Minnesotan Empire has fallen. And with this, Kentucky has literally completely sectioned off this portion of the map. With an encirclement of this size, no wonder they call him the Colonel. We're a little over halfway now, so I think it's time to revive another state. And it's gonna be Mississippi this time. The state with one of the greatest standards of living is back. And here comes Washington, D.C. fighting West Virginia. And they got him. The feds have made their first move and have taken out all of West Virginia. Hey, let's hope you get revived a second time. Imagine if they just like reconquered the entire United States.
Yes,
Surely
Washington,
that
D.C.
won't
Is
happen.
that
Oh,
Washington,
God.
D.C.?
I thought it was going to be D.C. for a second there. No, it's
Oh, it is.
Wisconsin. Maybe Indiana and Ohio will finally get to do something. It seems that they will. The Hoosiers versus the Cheeseheads. I wonder who will win. An interesting turn of events. The Hoosiers win. Wisconsin's great invasion plan has backfired on them, and they're now a part of the greater Hoosier Empire now. You know, I've been doing geography stuff for like years now, but I still have no idea what Hoosier actually means. And now Ohio is going to get a turn, and they're going against Indiana.
Ohio's gonna lose. Ohio's gonna lose. Ohio's gonna lose. If Ohio wins. Oh, God.
They be getting revenge for Wisconsin? And they do it. The Ohioans are getting revenge in...
No way. You're convincing me that Ohio's gonna win this.
Wisconsin's memory. Apparently, they also have no idea what a Hoosier is. And Rhode Island is finally doing something. Attacking Vermont, I see. The small state is going for a big expansion. Unfortunately for Rhode Island, it was not meant to be. They didn't even get a chance. Sorry, Rhode Island. Mississippi is now making its first move since being revived. And they'll be going against New Jersey. Yeah, I think they're really regretting taking Puerto Rico now. No way. No shot. No way. I think New Jersey heard me. Never mind. I guess having Puerto Rico has greatly benefited them because they just took Mississippi. New Jersey's
Wait,
like
did I
the
actually
cockroach of
take
this game.
New
They always
Mexico?
find a way to
Oh, that was taking
somehow
over
survive.
New Mexico.
Sorry, Mississippi, but you're out once again. All right, we have Oregon,
Okay.
and they're battling against Arizona. Ooh, that was close. Narrowly lost. Arizona finally gets a coastline and now nearly controls the entire west coast. Soon 120-degree heat waves will be normal across the entire country. Oh, we may have the final showdown of the Pacific here. If Hawaii chooses to fight Arizona, it will decide who will own the entire Pacific coast. Oh, but no, they're actually gonna go fight Idaho. Coastline? Who
Why
cares about
Idaho?
that? All I
It's
know
not even-
is potatoes.
Never
Will
heard
they
it.
get them though? They will. They will. They're gonna
They're
get the
gonna
potatoes.
have
Hawaii was on a
Idaho.
mission and they accomplished it. They now have a complete monopoly on the state's supply of potatoes. We're now getting down to the last
Potatoes?
few states, so
Potatoes?
I think it's time for another revival. No shot. No shot. Don't tell me. Okay, that was a nanometer away from landing on Mississippi. Oregon is back, but now they're only a shell of their former self. And Ohio strikes again. If they manage to take out Kentucky, they control almost all of the Midwest. And they'll be fighting against the Pennsylvanians. Oh, this is close. Oh!
It's
Ohio
close! Let's go!
narrowly.
Ohio!
Pennsylvania went from being part of New Jersey to now owning almost the entire Great Lakes region. I feel like there's a bit of
Ohio?
tension between Kentucky Fried
Pennsylvania?
Chicken and Philly cheesesteaks
I'm
over
sorry
here.
for calling you a
Alright, the
pencil.
Mormons are at it again, and they'll be showing up at a doorstop near Nebraska. I was about to make a joke about Nebraska, but then I realized that has not done anything. I think they are the only state other than Tennessee. Them and Tennessee, the two states that have not done anything this entire game. They're like the Switzerlands of the USA. Well, there we have it. The Mormons have won. Like, I'm pretty sure Utah at this point is trying to make the worst borders for a state possible. Nebraska, you deserve better. Look who's back. Look who is back. New
New
Jersey.
Jersey.
I wonder what they're gonna do this time. Let's see who's facing off against New Jersey. Arkansas. Okay, now I know you may be thinking, but isn't Arkansas all the way over here? Well, you gotta remember, New Jersey owns Mississippi. Please, Arkansas. Please, Arkansas win. Arkansas win. Arkansas, yes. They're gone. Say goodbye to New Jersey. Okay, well, I don't think this is much better because, yes, Arkansas gets
New
Mississippi.
Jersey,
Okay, that makes sense. They're right there.
Nah,
They also get
New
Puerto
Jersey.
Rico as well. Okay, well, that's fine. They have a coastline now, but now they also get New Jersey. So now, canonically, Vermont and Arkansas now have a border. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I knew this map was gonna get bad, but I was not expecting this. Ooh, DC at it again. Who are the feds going after this time? The Colonel. Oh no, maybe those 11 herbs and spices aren't what we think they are. The feds got him. Hey, Colonel, I'm sorry, buddy, but there's nothing I can do for you here. Now, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, and Maryland have all returned to federal hands. You're gonna take over the whole nation again at this rate. Tennessee is finally making a
Tennessee.
Arkansas.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anyone. Sadly, I have to say there's a teacher I had. And no, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
If
Sorry.
Tennessee wins this, they're going to take all of this, Puerto Rico, and New Jersey. And I also just realized now I forgot to take this part of Virginia away. Ooh, okay. A narrow loss. The borders are saved for now. Colorado is also still neutral, and the Northeast has kind of been chilling for a while as well. Next is Delaware against Arkansas. Again, Arkansas does indeed own New Jersey. No way.
No way.
No shot. Well, there we have it. Delaware went from literally doing nothing the entire game to now owning New Jersey, all of Arkansas, as well as
Puerto
Puerto Rico. A massive win for Joe Biden. Okay, I guess the map is kind of cleaning up a little. Not really. Could it be? Colorado. They've broken their neutrality. You know something's up. The slumbering beast has awoken. And they have 3 places where they can go. Utah, which owns this and all of this. Delaware, that owns this, and don't forget about Puerto Rico. And just a tiny little border here allows them to also take Arizona, or at least fight them. They'll be going for Delaware if they win this. I'm gonna lose it. Okay, they lost it. Imagine being neutral the entire game just to lose to Delaware. That's tough. We also haven't had another revival in a while. Let's see who will return. Oh god. Ohio is back. Their return has now split Pennsylvania.
Now, Ohio.
Into 2. DC is at it again. Oh, Ohio comes back and the feds are not liking that. Treating them like they're a nuclear level threat.
DC, go DC.
Oh
DC.
my. That was so close. The feds are gone, boys, because now Ohio has taken their place. Ohio returns, conquers the feds, and refuses to elaborate. Looks like Hawaii is gonna attack Oregon. You know, I'm slightly caught off guard because that is a very normal state to conquer in Hawaii's position. Because, Let's look at the rest of the country real quick here. Not many normal expansions, if you can see. And they do it. They beat Oregon. Okay, yeah, that is something that has happened. Yep. Okay, moving on. All right, Utah is going to be going against Delaware. You know what? No matter what happens here, the borders will actually look marginally better. We won't have this little 1-inch connection between this side of Utah and this side of Utah. I think this is a good thing. This is a good thing. All right, let's see what happens. All right, it's all going to Delaware. Finally, some decent looking borders for once. Of course, Delaware is still all the way over here, but we don't need to pay attention to that. Look at this. This is nice. I like this. Now it's Arizona, Delaware again. Delaware has really been getting a lot of action recently. Okay, there we go. Looks like Delaware has crossed the entire country. I believe Delaware is now the first state to have a coast on both the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean simultaneously. You know, I'm gonna be real. I didn't think
And
Delaware
the
would be
Gulf
the
of
one to do it, but
Mexico.
hey, they did it. I gotta give thanks to Delaware.
I
They've
know.
really cleaned this place up a bit. There's nothing besides ignore Tennessee. Besides Tennessee, there's just nothing shutting out, nothing too border gore
Tennessee,
here.
don't
I
you know
like this.
Tennessee?
Let's keep it like this, please. All right, Hawaii. It's either South Dakota or Delaware here. Looks like it's gonna be South Dakota. All right, we haven't heard from South Dakota in a minute. They've just been idly watching. This could be their moment. Will it be? Yes, it will.
Ooh,
They've broken out of their
South
landlocked state
Dakota.
and finally
I'm so
have
glad.
gained a coastline, and a massive one at that. So now it seems that most of the fighting will now be focused on the East Coast. Florida's back at it again. You know, ever since their big expansion earlier in the video, Florida has remained relatively quiet. I don't know if I like that. But who knows? They're probably just gonna, you know, try to take Alabama or something, right? Oh. I should not have expected any less from Florida, man. Single-handedly trying to take down the largest state on this map. Could it be? Florida, man, taken down by
By
Delaware.
Delaware.
Yet another state falls to the hands of Delaware. I
The-
did not think I'd be saying that. Delaware is just going against everyone, I guess. And since Delaware technically has a border with every single state, yes, even Massachusetts, remember? We got Puerto Rico, we got Puerto Rico down here. That means every state's going to be involved in this role. And Delaware's next prey is Alabama. This could either be just another victim of Delaware or the biggest comeback in this entire video. No way. Delaware, the almighty Delaware, the supreme and revered Delaware, has now been eliminated by Alabama. You know, maybe the real strategy was doing nothing the entire game, because apparently it's worked out swimmingly for Roll Tide. This has turned the power dynamic of this video completely on its head. But before we get on to our final few states, I think we need to revive one more. Alaska. The polar bears have returned. We all thought they were gone, but no. They were just hiding in their igloos. Alabama again. And they'll be taking on Massachusetts. Of course, this is but a simple feat for Alabama. Unfortunately, Clam Chowder couldn't save them. Alabama again? Yeah, they are not stopping. Okay, Alabama woke up and chose violence directed specifically
To
at
Vermont.
Hey, who knows? Maybe Vermont can pull it off. And that they can. Turning the Royale completely on its head once again, Vermont now conquers the entirety of Alabama. There's got to be something in that Ben and Jerry's I don't know about. All right, the first battle of our final 5 is Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania.
versus
I really like
Vermont. There's only 5 states left, and Pennsylvania is going for the win. But unfortunately, their hubris would be their downfall. You know, it was a really good run for Pennsylvania. They were first part of New Jersey, then they came back, then they conquered the entire Great Lakes, but unfortunately, they have succumbed to the might of Vermont. Our 4th to last attacker is South Dakota, who will be facing Ohio. The last 2 Midwestern states will now be going head to head, but unfortunately for South Dakota, Ohio has come on top. There can only be one Midwestern state, and I guess that's Ohio. We now are left with 3 states: Alaska, Vermont, and Ohio. Our second to last battle will be between Ohio and Alaska.
No.
It's the largest state versus
Please,
the
please,
most
Alex.
unique state. Let's see what happens. And Ohio wins it. This means that we're now left with only Ohio and Vermont. Let's find out who will be attacking. Looks like Vermont is going to go on the offensive. This is it. The final battle for control over the entire United States. It's the home of Ben and Jerry's and Bernie Sanders versus Ohio. Let's just get on to it. Here it goes. The final spin.
No. No, 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 no. 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 No.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I cannot make this up. This legitimately just happened. Ohio just took over the
taking
entire
back all I
United
said
States.
about
I wish I
Ohio.
was rigging this. I wish I was rigging this, but I'm not. This legitimately happened. So Pennsylvania conquered Ohio. Then they got revived. Then they took out the feds. Now they own the entire United States. As much as it pains me to say this, it really is all Ohio. Yeah, that's it. That's the end. Ohio won.
Another ad.
Goodbye.